Hi, everybody. So I am doing my software review on Jamboard within Google Drive. So first, I'm going to run through kind of demoing it, showing its features, and then I'm going to share some PowerPoint information that I put together. So I created a folder for my group, Spectrum Connect, and called it Reference and Resources. So I would just go in here, and there's a couple of existing Jamboards, but scroll down to more, and we see that Google has this Jamboard feature. So I want to create and share, allowing anybody who has the link to the folder to be able to see this new Jamboard. Okay, we're going to call this testing 1, 2, 3rd Jam. So we can save it, have a very clear name, which is great. The activity that I'm really interested in thinking about this for is a meeting of a social group that I support at UC Berkeley. So we come in, let's say today students are really getting to know each other, getting to know one another's interests and strengths. And so we wanted to ask, what activities would you be interested in doing in our next session or the future? So one person was interested in origami, so we could type that and have it here as a sticky note. Another person was very interested in a game. So we can go in and we can click on images and go to Google search. And it was like a picture drawing game, let's say for a party. Let's see what we get, and use this feature to find examples of different games that you draw in. So, let's say it was this one. You could insert the image, which is now loading into the Jamboard, or people could write. So some folks wanted to do yoga. So we gather all of the ideas here on this Jamboard together during the session. We can even create, a second page. This could be really where we plan to do things. If we're going to go to the RSF, which is the recreational sports facility, to play a sport, or we could do yoga or try to set up a meditation session there. So we have that feature. Other things that are really great about Jamboard, it has these background features. So if folks really prefer to have something in the backdrop, if the white is too stark, you can really edit that. You can clear it again, start over. Erasers, the sticky note feature again, add images. Where we search, you could add something from the computer, and then a laser feature. Okay, so this is the feature I'm talking about and really thinking about for working sessions with an organization that I support on campus. And so formally my software review. I really selected this because it's very accessible to most folks and it's already being used widely. So people are pretty familiar with it. It wouldn't be something totally new. And I think it works well with what I'm doing with this group. We have in-person meetings and I want to be able to share this content online. So as I showed you, I made the folder and we can go in and add the content however we would like. These great sidebar features, specifically on here during the group. We also work with an autism spectrum at Cal group. And so we found their image online. We're able to really drop in things, review our slides, and then have it saved. I think that jams do align with UDL. It offers multiple means of representation. So we're having verbal discussions when we meet, and then we have this visual content we're really building together that can be drawn, typed, or images can really be inserted, which I think is fantastic. There's multiple means of engagement. So folks during the session can participate directly, input content, or you can wait until you look at the content later, just view it online if that's preferred, to review some of the stuff we've been talking about in terms of event planning or resume building. professional development, or you could download it and continue to edit it. I think it's great because you could probably download it, upload it into your own Google Drive personal folders, and just continue to get more specific with the information that we're going to build throughout the semester. So I think it allows for, folks to really access it at times when they're feeling most self-regulated, and it builds that capacity to just let this keep growing outside of any group meeting or school setting, which is really my goal. So for the specific learning activity, like I just kind of drew people through, our learning outcome is really starting to organize groups to facilitate social things. So we do social activities, but also I am encouraging folks to sort of take the lead, right, and plan these events themselves and just help with facilitating sort of the steps so that people are gaining confidence and seeing different options and ways that they could organize their materials and set up these social events in the future. So like we saw, you could type, you could drop in images, and then at the end, we're able to have this shareable link. Pros. It's easy to edit and upload and rename. I had named it incorrectly at first. Go back in. Very simple, user-friendly. It has very interesting features on the Jamboard. So I think having that background selection is a really big deal for a lot of the folks that I work with. My own personal preferences, as well as all the sidebar choices of ways you can add content in. I love that you can do the Google image search. I just think that that's really fantastic. The multi-page jams is also great because if we're really developing stage-by-stage plans for an event or a particular domain development area or professional development area, that allows us to do it in one place and keep it all together. And then it's easy to save and it's very easy to find and share a link to be able to share it out as a view only. Cons, because I need the software to work for me and keep anonymity, I can only set it as a view only and share the link. If I connect anyone's email addresses to it, it will show their name and their little picture if they have one, which is not what I want. So by sharing the link only, we remain as those little anonymous animals, and people can get on without anyone else knowing who's in there and respecting FERPA. It doesn't seem to have a good feature for just entering text without the sticky note. So that was sort of a con that I expected to be there, and that feature wasn't. So I'm looking forward to learning more about Jamboards. I would love to hear other people's experiences or ideas, and I'm definitely going to try it out with my group this week. So thank you.